Hey guys, it's eldercleric. Welcome back to more PBR. This is battle 17, 16, 17. I can't count today. It should be 17. Sorry for that fail. So I had a rematch. This is pretty much right after the last battle. And I start with Kingler and Bronzong. Now, don't ask why I had this thought process. I actually didn't go for Trick Room because I thought he would taunt him. But he ends up double teaming Kingler, and Kingler takes a critical hit, which I think actually mattered, but I don't know. Once again, I don't know what the random number generator was going to do. So I end up rock sliding because one, it's super effective on both. And I thought the taunt was coming, but okay. So now that I knew he didn't have taunt, because if he had taunt, he would have done it. I'm gonna go for Trick Room here, and my lovely shiny mightyena, because well, I found that thing in my I believe it was Emerald. I was just training in the beginning of the game. It actually showed up as a level 3 Poochyena. So I had that the entire game. That means it's not EV trained, by the way. But it's still powerful. So he comes out, intimidates both of them, which helps out a lot. I tell Bronzong to do a trick room, and he does a sucker punch. Because I forgot on whom. But it ends up not working because I think he uses... Well, I should have done it on him. But he does Ice Punch, which does... a third of damage. That's about what I expected. He actually... Yeah, I used it on him, which is a Dragon Dance. And I'm like, okay, fine. I can always Sucker Punch him later. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I have Trick Room. Which means now mightyena is faster than both of them, and I don't need to use that move. Except for the fact that I know for Ice Shard, but... Yeah, don't act like I wouldn't know that. Because they all have Ice Shard. But instead he switches. I think it's because of the Intimidate damage, he wasn't doing anything. So he throws out Sceptile instead. So I go for Rock Slide. It hits both and does pretty good damage. And now I knew he Dragon Danced, so he had to go away. So I crunch, and that does a ton, knocking him out. This is coming from an NU, by the way, never used. Look on Smogon if you want to know. It's under NU saying, don't use this Pokemon. And I say... Bull, I'm doing it anyway. So he ends up throwing him right back out. So I start thinking, what do I want to do here? So I go for Rock Slide because I want to kill Sneaky. I'm not scared of the... I'm sorry. The Sceptile. Sneaky, Friends laid the Sceptile. Personally not a fan of Sceptile. But, whatever. He actually ends up detecting, so it's just fine with me. It doesn't actually mean anything. Yeah, Sucker Punch doesn't do anything, but... Now, what's coming up soon is very interesting to me, is how the order works with... Oh, by the way, look at my luck again. I missed both of them. One because of, just Protect, which I really don't like that move that much, but I prefer Protect because it looks cooler. Detect, all it does is they look at you and say hi. So, yeah, who cares? And they're pretty standard on Sceptile, so it's not like I was surprised. Ice Shard. Getting annoying. In fact, guess what? I chose Sucker Punch. Apparently, Ice Shard outdoes Sucker Punch. Which I find very interesting. Because I was thinking like, what the heck? But okay, fine. That is a mystery of how things work. So apparently he has leftovers, or shell bell actually, which is a good choice for aggro person who you don't want to die. So I send out my Snorlax, and oh my god, does Snorlax help me in this battle. He does so much damage. I think I have to give Snorlax the battle for this. Because, well, him and Bronzong. Bronzong both do an amazing job. Bronzong just does an amazing job walling everything, and he gets rock slides down. Hitting things like no tomorrow. Yes, and as you can see, Snorlax is not leftovered. Yes, I've used a battle with this team before, but the reason for that is because he's meant to hurt. I don't really care. Ice Shard goes off, does absolute crap to Snorlax, like, I don't even care. And once again, the Pokemon I'm aiming for completely misses. Now, if I made better decisions, I could have knocked that thing out a long time ago. Oh well. I think you'll see next turn. So Life Orb does hurt me, but now the dimensions go back down. And I'm like, okay, what to do? Is he going to try and stop me, or is he going to say, okay, I'll kill your Snorlax? But I have to wait to see what comes out. And it ends up being a tauros, so that's clearly saying I don't care that much, because he doesn't have much of an ability to actually do damage to my Bronzong. I know it has Earthquake, but it's immune. I know it has Stone Edge, because I've faced it before. And I know it has Takedown, or some... I don't remember what the normal type move is. Probably Return. He can resist all of it, so instead I just switch out. He Ice Punches Shuckle. Shuckle takes it pretty well. And by the way, that little bit is around like 30 HP. That's how much of a defensive tank or wall Shuckle is. We'll have to look after leftovers. I'm at, it looks like 66. He did 40 damage to me. 40. I mean, that's kind of how Shuckle works, but I had to say that. So he goes for Ice Shard, knowing, okay, I'm dead. And it really does nothing to Bronzong, because he has pretty good defenses. He is sort of EV trained, but not very well. But he still has decent defensive, and I'm pretty sure Ice Shard wouldn't hurt it, because it's not very effective. Now, once again... somebody really wants to call my mother. But he goes for Attract. And I was like, what? Oh my god, that's interesting. Now, did that Attract mean something? I don't know. But I'm like, ooh, maybe I can just lock him to Attract with my Encore. So, and then I think, wait a second, he's Ice. Steel is good against Ice. So I go for Gyro Ball, thinking, oh my god, wait, he's amazingly faster than me. So I could have killed him a long time ago if I had allowed that, or if I had done that, but, yeah, oh well. What's done is done. Lesson learned, use that move. I love the animation for that. He turned into a ball of light and then hits him. I'm not sure how that works, but... that's how it works in this game. And now's my chance to Encore him. Or, that already happened and it didn't work. Now, like I said, he has Stone Edge. It doesn't do much to him unless it's a crit. And even a crit before really didn't matter. And Shuckle's just doing an amazing job of saying, you won't die. I cannot die. Because that's why I like him. He just toxics things and then says, hi, I can't die. Having fun? Porygon Z now comes out. Oh my god, I think this thing's scarfed because I looked at it. And I hate playing with Pokemon. Ah! Oh well, it's an OU and everybody uses it. I like Porygon 2 better anyway. Maybe I'll make a team with it in it. Maybe I'll put him in for Shuckle, because I think he'll do a better job than Shuckle, so. I go for Toxic on Porygon Z. But, oh my god, my bad luck. I don't think I ever get an attack off. Ever. Now, that was after an Intimidate. Goes present Headbutt, that is 1/4 effective, so yeah, no, it's not gonna do anything. And then Thunderbolt goes off, and I think they finally get rid of Bronzong. Which I kind of was fine with, because I'm like, okay, I don't want him out here anymore. So he goes back in his Dusk Ball, because he's evil, I guess, or just dark. I think he just likes it in the dark, because he lives in caves. So I send out Snorlax again, because he's just very defensive, and he is a very good attacker. So I'm thinking, okay, what's my best move here? So I go for a rollout on Porygon Z, because, why not? I never use it, so let's use it. And then I'm just thinking, okay, you know what? I'll just try and start a combo with it. If I'm lucky, it'll go off. But look how much damage it did just for the first one. That's like 60 power. And then it's going to, I think, double again. I don't know. I don't remember exactly the statistics with it. He ends up knocking out his own Porygon Z, which is kind of funny, because it's the only one he knocked out. So, I am happy to see that thing go away. There's some Pokemon I hate seeing. In Ubers in general I hate seeing. But this is what's funny. Tauros is alive. A Koolzdragon, if you see this, please post how much HP he had. Because, oh my god. I think he has 1 or 2 HP. Because he should have died there. And the fact that this thing's still alive means Shuckle can't do anything. Just for the fact that he doesn't have any ability to attack. Now this is where I went wrong. I should not have done this. I shouldn't have switched. I should have just Toxic'd right there. Hoping that at least it might go off. So he goes for Facade, which obviously a Swellow's going to have, because it's a Gut Swellow. He Qs because Swellow isn't affected. So he's going to kill himself with Life Orb pretty much, but in exchange he's killing Snorlax. And now I'm thinking, oh my god, I lost. I can't win. All I have left is a Shuckle. And I can't have anything to do with it. And to make, well, I was thinking, okay, fine. But I'm scared of this thing anyway. But, little to be known, Trick Room obviously has its limit, and it, well, never came back actually. I think I decided not to put it up. Wow, I failed. But my only hope is Ice Beam. To knock it out now. Because I'm dead if I don't. So we're choosing, and I'm scared. I think he's going to Facade or Brave Bird. Now that's what he should have done. But he actually chooses another move. It is super effective against me, but I think he was better off going with Stab. And that move is U-turn. I think he was better off going with Stab, but I don't know. That could have been a random number generator. So Ice Beam goes off and destroys that Swellow. That Swellow is just dead. Frozen and dead. Yes, in the future, you can make ice with your mouth. Isn't that great? So that was a very good battle, Koolzdragon. I like that one better. It was closer. Anybody else wants to challenge me some other time, please message me. I have had one person, and I am working on getting a time with him. So rate, comment, subscribe. I will post a link to Koolzdragon's channel. See you another time.